crazy.
So,
Marking with this coming week, Bashad's out the first half. It's you and Darius. You guys ready?
Yeah, we're definitely ready. I mean, we got to be prepared for anything in this sport. So, yeah, we're definitely ready, though.
Frustrating for Gary, just a thing in practice where, he has his foot injury. How's he doing?
Yeah, I'm sure it's frustrating for him. I've talked to him. I mean, he's just kind of he'll only be out for, I think, 2 to 3 weeks. So, I mean, he's just kind of rolling with the punches. It's always tough when you get hurt. That's really with anything. I mean, sitting out, of course, from doing something you love, we only get 12 guaranteed days throughout the whole year. That's what we work for. So, missing one of those is definitely tough. But he's definitely going to make it through and help us when he does come back.
How did you handle it Saturday playing with that, with the thumb in the cast? Did that affect you at all, or how did you feel about it?
I mean, it affects you to a way, but at the same time, I just try not to think about it. I really just, I mean, of course, it hurts a little bit more than just being regular, but I mean, I can't really let that stop me.
Did you have it wrapped up more than that during the game?
Yeah, definitely. I had all kind of styrofoam and tape around it and stuff to make sure it was secure in there, but yeah.
what was kind of your mindset? Gary's already out, and then Bashad gets tossed out. It's like, holy crap, what do we do now?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really that. It was just, I mean, I knew me personally, I was going to have to be ready for anything. So, and that's why I kind of trained both corners, both sides, and nickel. So, I mean, as the coaches know that, so they just threw me in there, and I was really just ready more than anything. That's kind of the mindset we have going into games, and especially we were already going into that game thin without Gary. So I knew in the back of my mind, okay, if something does happen, I need to be ready and prepared for it, which I was.
Are you pretty comfortable at that nickel spot, rotating with Quandon depending on the situation?
Yeah, definitely comfortable, because my first 2 years with Kevin Steele as D coordinator, that's what I played. I didn't play a snapper corner, so coming back to that, it's definitely a lot easier to get more comfortable with. But yeah.
What's the nuance of that position to you? I mean, what's important at that nickel spot?
I mean, of course, you're a DB, so coverage ability and quickness, but I mean, you also have to be. It's a linebacker in a way, so you also have to come in and fill gaps and know where to fit, know where to. Sometimes you have to get into the core with the linebacker. Sometimes you're guarding receiver, so kind of being a versatile player has a lot to do with playing that position.
Being a competitor, are you maybe a little disappointed that those two guys from Maryland, or receivers, are not going to play? Or?
Yeah, I heard about it, and because I know last year they wasn't. Well, maybe not both of them, but Diggs wasn't able to play. So that's definitely something as a DB you want to look forward to. So, I mean, of course, I wish they could play. I wouldn't wish injuries on anybody. Y'all know I had to sit out all last season. Sitting out of football games is not fun, but we just gotta get their personnel.
At the same time, it'll make you guys' job a little easier.
I mean, I wouldn't say easier. It's just, I mean, whoever we play, whatever the personnel is, we got to go out there and do our job. Whether it's the fourth string or the starting, or shoot, they could bring some NFL guys in. That's more fun for us. So, I mean, we're just ready for anything.
How do you approach film study when so much of their offense, in terms of where they go with the football, is missing from the lineup, and you know that going in?
Well, you kind of got to know where else they go besides them. Okay, their main guys, the two guys, obviously they're out, unfortunately. But where else do they go with the football? That'll be the next up. And then, as far as their backups, how much have they played? Have they been a decent amount of factor in each game or what have you?
What's the mindset of getting past that Florida State loss? Obviously, it was disappointing for everyone involved. How do you guys, as veterans on the team, kind of push past that and help the younger guys push past it?
I mean, really just correcting the mistakes. That's really the biggest thing. I mean, it was the game. It got out of hand quick. They took advantage of where we did make the mistakes, and we made too many of them. And in a big game like that, the margin for error is very little. Coach Sweeney harps on that every day, especially in big games. So we just trying to get the younger guys along, and really the focus is correcting the mistakes. That's really the big thing.
Is there a mental focus as well, not letting this loss defeat you down the road?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, don't let one loss, make you lose another game. You can't really be harping on it. Like, we fixed it this morning. Okay, today we got to go out, and the primary focus is Maryland, so that's really what you need to focus on.